Well, we're here at Warrenpoint, and if Britain quits the EU, then this becomes the new border with the European Union, and it means that British goods from Northern Ireland that are exported into Ireland face new taxes. It means new customs checks. It means restrictions on people moving into a European Union country. And here at this port, they say that would cost jobs and it would have a real impact on the economy here, let alone the inconvenience. So it's a very practical demonstration of why quitting the EU is bad for Northern Ireland, bad for the whole of the UK, when we can be so much stronger, safer and better off if we remain in. Well, let's be clear, if we quit the EU, it's a big leap in the dark and we don't know about the future. But what we do know is that this would become a new border, a border with the whole European Union, just behind me here. And that means new customs controls on the lorries that come off the port here. It means new checks and taxes on the things that are made in Northern Ireland and across the UK that are exported. And it must mean restrictions on people moving into Ireland, because even the Leave campaign say there are going to be border controls. Now, none of this has to happen. We've got a really strong growing economy now in Northern Ireland after many years of trouble. And why do we want to put all that at risk? The people who pay the price are going to be the people who work here and across Northern Ireland in terms of less job security, less money for public services, poorer family incomes, lower house prices and pensions. That's not a price worth paying. We should vote to remain in. Well, look, farming's a great industry in Northern Ireland, but farmers get two benefits from the European Union. One is that they can sell their goods and products into the Republic and the continent of Europe. Well, that will become much more difficult if we're not in the EU, because there will be taxes and barriers and customs checks that the European Union imposes on agricultural products. And second, of course, there's the direct payments that farmers get from the EU. Well, that would stop, and you'd have to rely on the British government, and the British government would have less money because the economy would be smaller, so that would mean smaller sums of money going to farming. So it would be a double whammy for farmers.
Well, this port is situated right here on the border, as you can see from behind me. So the natural hinterland for Warrenpoint is actually both sides of the border. Since the European Act came in 1992 and the free movement of freight across the border, it has meant that this port trades now very much with almost half of its volume coming from and to the Republic of Ireland. So a Brexit and the possible introduction of tariffs and restrictions would have a major impact on this port.
And what would it have in terms of job security for people?
Well, that's the concern I have, because we employ, there are about 200 people working in this port every day, between our own employees, the agents, hauliers. If some of our trade, 45% of it, was jeopardised, well, the only conclusion you can come to that would impact on jobs here in this port, and those jobs could be exported to the Republic.